It's some good shit. What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? Welcome back to Smoking Buzz, and this is my review of the 2025 Men's Royal Rumble match. I was going to do the entire pay-per-view, but honestly, I'm really just here for the match. And that was a great Royal Rumble match. I took so many notes if I could find. There we go. I took so many notes about the Men's Royal Rumble match. And let's just hop right into it. First of all, I do want to shout out the fact that I was 4 for 4 on my predictions. You guys go and check that out. I called every match. I even said there wasn't going to be no interference in the Cody and KO match, even though I predicted The Rock interfering. I still was right at the end of the day. Also, when it came to Charlotte being the champ, being the winner of the women's, I also picked that. Like I said, I went a perfect 4 for 4 DIY. Shout out to those guys. Shout out to the Street Profits. But right now, we're going to get into my review and reaction of the Men's Royal Rumble match, because I thought this was one of the best Royal Rumble matches I saw in a long time. So we're going to start off, of course, with number 1 and 2 being the greatest luchador of all time and the greatest present luchador by a lot of people's standards, and Rey Mysterio coming out at number 1 and Penta coming out at number 2. And before we get any further, I need you guys' opinion right now. Make sure y'all comment down below. Excuse me. Do y'all believe that both of Penta's feet touched the ground in that early elimination spot that him and Ray had? Because to my eyes, and I was watching it with my right hand man, my brother, me and him both thought that both of his feet touched. But you guys tell me what y'all think down below, because I believe that his feet touched, personally. I mean, he lasted, I think, over 42 minutes or 45 minutes. I meant to write down his time. I think he was the Iron Man, if I'm not mistaken. But I also wrote down that, because I know that Chad Gable came out number 3, and I think Carmelo Hayes came out number 4. But I also wrote down that Carlos Santos Escobar is slept on, yo, like for real. I like his chemistry between him and as soon as him and Penta faced off, you kind of felt, you know what I'm saying, like his star power kind of raised, you know what I'm saying, talking about Santos. So that was good. Oh, Chad getting that ankle lock in on Otis in the middle of the worm or the caterpillar, whatever they want to call it. That was tough. I thought that was tough. Him getting them with that German suplex and Otis no selling it. I thought that was also tough. Those guys showed out. You know what I'm saying? Brian Breaker, of course, had a great showing. So this is where I started marking down my eliminations, trying to keep track of how many eliminations each person got. And for some reason, I don't know if I missed it or not, but for some reason, I only got Brian Breaker at 2. Excuse me. And I feel like Brian Breaker should be a lot higher than that when it comes to elimination. So I might have to actually go through the video and watch it again, which is crazy because I actually just watched it again this morning to help some of the notes. And then, you know, I believe Breaker eliminates Mello or whatever, and he attacks Akira Tozawa, to which Asho Speed shows up and takes his spot. And where's no in the back where Triple H is talking to Speed, and Speed says, "Oh, I'm not ready. I wasn't ready." And his music instantly hits. I'm like, well, they was ready, apparently. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was ready. The WWE production team was ready for you. You should have been ready, whatever. But he gets in and he helps eliminate motherfucking Otis. You know what I'm saying? So he actually got an elimination in the Royal Rumble. Shout out to Speed, whatever. And then he immediately gets, you know what I'm saying? What I say? Got sent to the goddamn Shadow Realm. You know what I'm saying? by Brian Breaker. That man cut him in half with that spear, boy. It felt like that spear was personal. I ain't even gonna lie, for real. Then we get number 10. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going through the main entrances that I felt like, you know what I'm saying, had the most impact. Of course, that was Big Jim, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't know when they was announcing him coming in that Jimmy Uso this was his 3rd, you know what I'm saying, Royal Rumble, to whereas though it was only Jay's 4th. I thought these guys, you know what I'm saying, even though they was a tag team, they might have been on the card a lot, but I thought they would have at least been in the Royal Rumble, you know what I'm saying, more times than that. But I think he had a pretty good showing. I like his new gear that he got. I think his new attire is dope. And then we get number 12. Number 12 is when, you know what I'm saying, shit started to get a little bit different out there in that ring. We got number 12, the Samoan werewolf, Big Jacob Fatu. You know what I'm saying? And whereas though I feel like he had a very, very, very good showing. He was my pick for the most eliminations. I think he ended up tying. I don't know if I had the right count, you know what I'm saying, but I think he ended up tying. He had 4, I believe. His eliminations was Chad Gable, Rey Mysterio, Andrade, and Jimmy Uso. So, and that goddamn double Samoan drop was crazy. I forgot who he did it on. I don't know if it was Ray and Penta or if it was somebody else, but that double Samoan drop was wild for real. Like he did his thing on that. He was really, you know what I'm saying, doing this thing out there for real. I really like to show it. Ludwig Kaiser came out number 13, and yeah, that's pretty much it. He had a good strategy going into it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna wait outside the ring. It was good until he got inside the ring, and he immediately got tossed out, basically going for the record, and they announced that he still was behind Santino Marella, you know what I'm saying? Marella still got it, I think, at 3 seconds or some shit like that. That's crazy. I don't think nobody beating it. Right after that, we got number 15. We got Say His Name and He Appears. We got Mr. Joe Hendry, and it was a great pop from the crowd, honestly. Of course, they sung his song, and I enjoyed it. I don't know too much about Joe Hendry. All I know is his song, for real, and some of the shit I saw on NXT from him. But the one-hand chokeslam he did on The Miz was very impressive, for real. I was like, all right, maybe I have to go check out bro, because he's not a big guy, and in order to hold another guy up that's relatively your size and stature, you know what I'm saying, with one arm is impressive in my opinion. That was great. And then the Royal Rumble start really moving when we get to round number 16, because number 16, you know what I'm saying, you gotta put your ones in the sky for your boy. The OTC made his entrance, full entrance too. You know what I'm saying? Took his time getting to the ring and everything. Like it wasn't as long as his normal entrances, which is crazy because the rant was long as hell. But he had, you know what I'm saying, he came in and he cleared house. You know what I'm saying? I was really shocked that he came out number 16. I thought they were gonna save him for the later numbers and shit, but it was really good to see him out early. The amazing counter spear from Brian to him, and then he immediately just tossed Brian like, nah, I let you eat a little bit, now get the fuck out of here. I don't want to hear that shit. Him and Jacob Fatu was great. That standoff, I love to see that. You know what I'm saying? I love to see them interact a little bit, but I love the fact that WWE is still not giving us too much between those two guys. So I love that. And then right after him, we get Drew. And I love this. You know what I'm saying? I loved how the WWE was really just telling the stories through the entrances, like the numbers. You know what I'm saying? How, like, who came out after who and what spot they was coming out at. I think this was really perfect at how they did it. But we got him coming out, and he went, you know what I'm saying, for a stare down with Roman, and him and Roman started going at it, and then him and Jacob decided to jump my boy. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't appreciating Drew and Jacob Fatu jumping the OTC and shit. You know what I'm saying? But they did that, and then until Jacob got bored and wanted to start beating Penta ass again. So that was fun to see. And then we got Finn Balor, who came out and got no pop, got no reaction at all, because they changed his goddamn theme again. And I'm getting tired of that, honestly. I'm really getting tired of, especially Finn Balor, because he's such a good wrestler and shit. Like, I'm getting tired of seeing, you know what I'm saying, him be played with and shit like that. Penta and Roman had a little moment in the match where they, you know what I'm saying, they was working together, and I was like, that was really dope to see. That was one of the things that I was not expecting to see in this Royal Rumble, was those two guys working together. You know what I'm saying, and helping each other out. And then we get number 20, you know what I'm saying, the MVP, my pick, you know what I'm saying, the main event, Mr. Jey Uso, you feel me? He come in and he came in, you know what I'm saying, hot, you know what I'm saying, doing his hot spots and shit. But he did a Poison Rana and shit. I don't remember, he did it to Jacob Fatu. He did a Poison Rana to Jacob Fatu. I don't think I ever remember seeing Jey Uso or shit, any Uso do a goddamn Poison Rana though. But that was dope to see and shit. Like, and he had, you know what I'm saying, he did his thing. Number 21 was a returning goddamn AJ Styles. It was a returning of the return of the phenomenal one. You dig me? It was, you know what I'm saying, AJ Styles came back. He looked really good. He looked like it was no ring rust at all. He was really in shape. That's really my only notes from him. He just looked really good. He looked healthy. You know what I'm saying? He looked like he was in shape. He looked like he ain't have no wind issues or anything. Like he ain't blow up early from missing all that time. They say he was going since October. Shout out to, you know what, it just made me think about it. Shout out to Alexa Bliss coming back. Shout out to Alexa Bliss coming back. I'm so happy to see her back, for real. And then right after him, we got another Braun Strowman at number 22. And you know, once you heard Braun Strowman music, you knew for a fact that he was going right after Jacob Fatu ass, boy. And he definitely did. And I don't even think Jacob really got any offense in, for real. Low key, Braun squashed him and tossed him out the ring real quick. Like, that was like him focusing on that. And then Jacob snapped, you know what I'm saying? Threw an announcer chair at his ass and shit. Like, that was dope to see. And I like that, the fact that they keeping their rivalry going. I think Triple H and the producing team did a great job of keeping the rivalries that was already being built going in the Royal Rumble and starting some new rivalries in the Royal Rumble, because of course, if y'all was paying attention, it looked like we got a 4-way type of rivalry, or at least a 3-way type of rivalry going on between CM Punk, the OTC, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins. We'll get to that later, though. Number 23, his entrance, he came in hot too. None other than, some people call him the GOAT. I have to call him the GOAT also. The GOAT, you know what I'm saying? John Cena, John Jeffrey Cena. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that's his middle name, but you get what I'm saying. Shit. He came in hot. He got Strowman the fuck out of it. Get out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get up out of here, bro. We don't need you in here this long. Get up out of here, my guy. Who else he did? Oh yeah, and then he AA'd Finn. You know what I'm saying? Hit Finn with the attitude adjustment right on to Brian. Well, not right on to Brian, for real. Brian basically caught his feet type shit. But so oh yeah, and I forgot to tell you guys. All right, so starting with Jey Uso, the eliminations that I got from him has been Sammy and John Cena, of course. He had 2 of them. AJ Styles only had 1 elimination for him, which was LA Knight. Braun Strowman only had 1 elimination for him, which was Jacob Fatu. And John Cena, he had 3 eliminations, which was Braun Strowman, Finn Balor, and Jake Paul. So yeah, so after and that's all, you know what I'm saying? He eliminated Braun Strowman and Finn back to back, and that's before he even took off the, you know what I'm saying, the one last time shirt or whatever the shit called. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my man getting his flowers while he still could smell them, for real though. Let's keep it moving. And then we got and that's another thing, you know what I'm saying? So we got Cena, CM Punk back to back. You know what I'm saying? They ain't even get a chance to really interact. You know what I'm saying? Because it was Cena, CM Punk, and motherfucking Roman Reigns standing off together. It was like just beautiful of how those 3 at one point in time actually controlled the company. You know what I'm saying? Based off of their star power, of course. And then right after goddamn CM Punk, they couldn't even finish the standoff before the countdown hit the, you know what I'm saying? And we got motherfucking Seth freaking Rollins. And that was just beautiful to see. All like basically the pillars of WWE, as a lot of fans can see it or will see it, you know what I'm saying, especially in the newer generation, you know what I'm saying, just standing there and interacting with each other, and all of the guys start going after each other. I think Seth immediately went after Punk, and Roman and Cena went after each other. And that was great to see, you know what I'm saying? I really love how they was intertwining these feuds and building new feuds in the Royal Rumble. I don't think a lot of people was expecting that, honestly, because let's be honest, with the last Royal Rumble, especially under the old regime, it was just like, hey, most of the time it's going to be the guy that Vince want to win. It's never going to be basically the fans guys. It was really good to see. Right after Seth, we got my guy, you know what I'm saying, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. He came out and immediately frog splash Cena. So I know you got extra heat, so I loved it even more. And my guy was doing this thing. And then he tried to hit the OTC with the 3 amigos. That shit ain't work out. Roman caught him with a clean ass Samoan drop. And then picked him up in the corner. And Don was trying, you know what I'm saying, be friends after that. Like, I was just playing this shit, bro. You know, we cool. I thought that was a little funny thing, for real. And then 27, Sammy come out. And one thing that I love, like I said, the storylines of how Triple H is doing this shit. But he come out and immediately Haluva kicks Drew McIntyre. And I loved it because he's been trying to get his ass for like the last month, for real. And he just couldn't get his ass. He kept hitting everybody else but him. got his ass, and then immediately turns around and go right after Seth Rollins. I thought that was telling. And then immediately after that, go after CM Punk. So it's like you see the trails of the storyline being played out in the goddamn Royal Rumble, and those guys are doing. Number 28, we had what's my boy name? Damian Priest come in, and it's so funny having him come in. I wasn't really going to write down no notes about Priest, because I kind of figure everybody that is a wrestling fan watched the Royal Rumble. But the reason why I wrote it down about him is because he caught basically like a rebound fucking choke slam on Dom, and I thought that was beautiful. It wasn't quite the South of Heaven because he didn't fall with it, but it was a hell of a choke slam. So I gotta write that down. I thought that was perfect. After him, we got LA Knight. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, he came through, he did his LA Knight shit. You know what I'm saying? He had a good showing. He actually was the guy to eliminate Damian Priest, which I was shocked about, because, you know, as a wrestling fan, who eliminates who is very important also. So, oh yeah, and then before I even talk about him eliminating Damian Priest, let's talk about how Drew got eliminated, that situation. Whereas though, you know, you heard him going to the back and had some issues that's been reported by other, you know what I'm saying, by other insiders and shit like that. But I was watching it again, and I'm like, all right, so it's the part where he got eliminated, and I think it's where when Jay and Priest is pushing him towards the ropes right after Logan Paul came in, and Logan Paul is, you know what I'm saying, taunting the crowd or whatever, and it's been reported that Drew says something to the extent that people are more worried about their moves than telling the story in the match. And I don't know if that was hinted towards the guys that eliminated him or the guys that was supposed to be involved with the elimination, CC, Logan Paul, and or LA Knight. So we don't know, but I just know that was the guys around the area that he got eliminated in. That's what I was watching it. But yeah, so LA Knight eliminates Damian Priest. Shout out to LA Knight. Logan Paul come in, and honestly, at number 30, he came in at number 30. I don't like this man. I don't think too many people like him. But this motherfucker is good at wrestling. He came in and hit the buckshot lariat, you know what I'm saying, doubled perfectly. Just came in and hit that shit perfectly. You know what I'm saying? Jumping from the ring to the Kofi spot, you know what I'm saying? Jumping from the ring to the announcer table, walking the barricade to get back on there. Eventually eliminating AJ Styles and shit. I thought that was a dope elimination for real. I thought he had some really good spots. I thought him going over to try to basically fight CM Punk, and CM Punk just immediately hitting him with the go to sleep. Like, that shit was perfect for me. You know what I'm saying? And he was the one to initially get his payback for real, meaning Logan Paul. I wanted to note that this camera work for this PLE was beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And like, whether it was in this match, the women's Royal Rumble, the tag match, or the championship match, like, the camera work was beautiful. Of course, I love all the drone shots. That stuff was beautiful in my opinion. So then we get down to like the final 6, and the final 6 consist of, if I'm not mistaken, John Cena, Jey Uso, Logan Paul, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, OTC, Roman Reigns, right? And everybody's down except for Roman. Like, Roman and Seth goes on like a little run, low key together, and it was like subconsciously they was doing it. I don't think they, like, the way it looked in the ring, they wasn't doing it willingly. It was just like, you know what I'm saying, just taking people out as they go along. They're just so used to working around each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's those two left standing in the ring, and they have a little back and forth, and they chirping at each other. They, you know what I'm saying, start going at it, and I like their little match and their intensity within that little match. You know what I'm saying? You could see the years of friendship and hatred, you know what I'm saying, and that kind of little back and forth they had. And that's to a point where Roman got him up on his shoulders, and he's going back and forth towards each side of the ring to try to toss him out. And he gets to the side of the ring to where the announcer table at, and he's tossing, well, he's leaning over the ropes with Seth on his shoulders, and Seth basically got him wrapped like a goddamn snake, like he's trying his hardest not to let go. And CM Punk come over, toss them both out. You know what I'm saying? So CM Punk gets Roman and Seth the fuck up out of here. Seth is pissed. Seth is heated. Like, he's mad. CM Punk is admiring his work, which you shouldn't do in a Royal Rumble match. Logan Paul comes over, get his second elimination of the night. He was able to eliminate 2 of the best wrestlers of all time. So shout out to Logan Paul, with AJ Styles being the first one, and goddamn CM Punk being the last one. He got CM Punk the fuck up out of there. And while CM Punk and Roman are arguing about what CM Punk did, Seth stomps the shit out of Roman. I mean, to the point where it's like, bro, that stomp was way past personal. You want him out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want him gone. So he got Seth. You know what I mean? He got Roman the fuck up out of here, and he super kicks CM Punk, and you know what I'm saying, the officials and Nick Aldis and Pierce and whatever, Adam Pierce and shit, all them people, they out there trying to break this shit up. And you got the wise man Paul Heyman on his knees. Pause.
What do you mean by that?
On his, you know what I'm saying, trying to help Roman up, and Seth sees it, and Roman is on his way towards the steps to try to, you know what I'm saying, get himself up to try to get his bearings, and Seth stomps him again, head first onto the steps. And then him and CM Punk have a little scuffle after that. They break it up and leave. Well, you know what I'm saying, they break it apart. While that's going on, you have the remaining 3 in the ring, which is Jay, Cena, and Paul. And they have a nice little triple threat, you know what I'm saying, for maybe like a minute or two. They have a nice little joint going on. And Cena goes for the super AA, where he had both of them up on his shoulders, and he looked like to toss both of them out at the same time. Jay slips off, super kicks Logan Paul off of John Cena's shoulders into the ropes. Cena bounces off the ropes, knocks Logan Paul out of the ring. So now it's down to Cena and main event Jey Uso. And with that being said, if you guys seen my prediction videos, you can see the smile on my face. We had a nice little, you know what I'm saying, mini match before those guys got, you know what I'm saying, to the point. One thing I do want to point out that I don't like about this Cena run as of lately, and this goes back maybe a year or two, probably more if I really was paying attention to. I don't like the overselling. And I ain't talking about the overselling in his how he's taking moves. I'm talking about his face and his reactions to shit. It's a moment where him and Jay is out on the apron, and you know what I'm saying, he's looking down, he's looking back at Jay. I'm like, don't do that, bro. You're actually a pretty cool actor in these movies. You don't have to overact in the WWE, bro. You really on some Hulk Hogan shit. I'm not feeling that, bro. But that's only that's just something that I had a problem with. Other than that, it was a great ending. And I honestly, man, I was fighting for my life because I thought Cena was going to win. Honestly, I know I picked Jay, like I said in my predictions. Maybe I was picking with my heart and not my head, but I really thought that they was going to have Cena win. And when he picked Jay up for that AA on the apron, I was like, oh, it's over with. And Jay was able to slip back inside the ring off of his shoulders and just literally, that's it. And it was just beautiful to see. It was a beautiful, and like I said to you guys in my prediction on Friday, if you have Jay win, it instantly boosts him from a high-level mid-carder to a main event player. And the story between him and Gunther is so good to the point where Gunther said, I'm not giving you anything no more. I'm not giving you no more title shots. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to earn it. And what's a better way to earn it? By going in the Royal Rumble and outlasting 29 other men. I think that was an amazing Royal Rumble. I thought we had the right winner. I appreciate you guys for coming through, vibing with me. Make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. Don't forget that if you do comment, like, and subscribe, you automatically enter for the comic book hip hop poster giveaway. So I appreciate you guys. Peace and love. And remember, stay fried, my friends. Peace.